Whew. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Christopher Jefferson. I'm the host of A State of Loud. We're bringing this back, something a little new and different. Yesterday was my 38th birthday, and in starting this journey again, I thought a lot about how I wanted to start things off, what I wanted to bring to you guys, how I wanted to contribute to the world in any way, shape, or form I can. And I thought to myself, an important message that I want to tell myself, the younger me, being 38, is realizing that everything you do in life is a choice. Nothing that we're doing is out of our control unless we choose not to let it be. Now you may be saying, like, well, Chris, that's easier said than done. And it is very much easier said than done. But in reality, everything in life is a choice. From the foods we eat, the way we sleep, the entertainment we ingest, the cars we drive, the clothes we wear, the jobs we have, school we go to, how we learn, what we learn. It's all a choice. And we forget that because we live in a world where we're made to believe that as much as choices are infinite and also finite, you can control the world that you live in. This came to me because at one point in my life, probably 3-4 years ago, I remember looking over a landscape and seeing the city skyline from Jersey City into New York. And I realized that everything built there was made by man. And the difference between the people that succeed and don't succeed is all their choices. It was these choices that lead us down a path of fortune or disappointment. You could say failure. Now, being super generic, we make tons of choices every day without even thinking about it, right? We get up early, we get dressed, we shower, we brush our teeth, we have breakfast, grab coffee, head out the door and go to work or school, whatever we have that needs to be done. But in those choices is our ability to make changes in our lives. So if you're always late to work and you never feel like you could find the time, the honest truth is you can. What's taking your time away? Why are you choosing to get up earlier? Why aren't you choosing to get up earlier? Why are you choosing to go to bed late? We often don't think these things are our choices or our responsibilities. When in reality, if we're not happy with the outcome, 9 times out of 10, we should always ask ourselves, are we doing the best we can with the decisions we're making to get us where we want to be? Now, mind you, I'm also a firm believer that the outcome is something that we can't control, right? Because there's an infinite amount of decisions being made every day in this world that we are not a part of. But the best thing you can do is be part of the ones that you make every day to put yourself in a better place. A long time ago, when I was younger, I was under firm belief that everything I was going through in life was what it was supposed to happen to me. I didn't have the ability to change it. From where I grew up and where I was and the circumstances I was in, I thought I was stuck. And I was fortunate enough to have people in my life that told me, like, hey, if you want better, you can be better. You just got to choose to. And I fought that. I fought that every single day for many years. I used to just act out in ways that didn't serve me and hurt other people simply because I was like, well, this is how it is, right? And then I woke up one day completely unsatisfied with my life. I think I was like 25. Mind you, I'm making a decent living at my job. I'm partying with my friends. I'm having a good time. But like I was completely unsatisfied with my day-to-day life. And it wasn't until I got made a choice that things changed. It wasn't until I got up and made a choice that things changed. From every point in my life, for me to be better, I had to decide, like, I could do better if I wanted. I'm not giving enough of who I am, and I had to make a choice to be better. And it's a hard conversation to have with yourself, to realize that your unhappiness stems from a direct result, I should say, of decisions you've made. Now, if we really look down to that, right? Are you even aware if the decisions you're making are your own? Are you just reacting, or you do what you're taught? Because how we behave is also a result of what we know. Do you get angry quickly? Is it because growing up, everyone around you, when something bad happened, got angry, so now you do the same? Do you engage in activities of consumption to kind of cope with the negative feelings you may have from a disappointment you may have experienced? These are all normal things we're taught. I did it too. And I mean, I still times I do it, right? No one likes feeling uncomfortable. But the beauty of it all is being able to make that change when you really get fed up. They say pain is an ultimate teacher. And the reason for that is because it leaves a lasting mark, way more than happiness does. Now, for me, it was definitely the pain. I can tell you every step of the way, right? Like when I was in 8th grade, and I remember they made a list around school, and I was one of the kids on the fat list. Man, that hit me hard. I didn't want to be on the fat list. I didn't think I was fat, but hey, people that made the list thought I was. So what I do, I went home and started working out. I'm in 8th grade, man. I'm doing push-ups. I'm doing sit-ups. I'm doing jumping jacks. I'm doing whatever I can just to get myself moving. I didn't know the proper way to work out or what a regimen was. I was only in 8th grade. But I know if I move my body, I'd be in better shape. By freshman year, I'm looking a little better. Get to high school, I'm in ROTC. I'm doing PT. I got the right training. By senior year, man, I'm looking different. I'm lean, man. I got a 6-pack and everything. It was loving it. But even then, for me, it really didn't click. That, like, if I really wanted to change, it could just be me. There was so many other times, man. I remember in college, after my freshman year, going through some tough times, my grades were slipping. When I got back in the groove of things, I knew that it was me that had to change it. So I wasn't studying the way I should have. I wasn't locking in my schoolwork the way I should have. I wasn't being me to my highest ability. And I was fortunate enough that I'll never forget the conversation. I called my mom and tell her, I think I'm just going to come home. I'm going to transfer schools. I don't want to go here. It's too hard. I'm going to come home. And she asked me, what was different about you than everybody else? And I was like, I don't know, Ma. These kids seem to get it. And she goes, well, obviously there's something they're doing that you're not doing. So it's your choices that are affecting your grades. Lock in and figure out what they're doing that you're not, and get to work. At that point, it was what people would call tough love and honesty, because most of the time we look for a shoulder to lean on in those tough times to just allow us to process the emotions. But for me, that's exactly what I needed. Because I knew I wasn't going to study sessions. I wasn't going to tutoring. I was copying my homework off of other people just because I wanted to get it done to get back to play video games. So when the test came, I was struggling. So I had to change. And with that change, I started to feel better about myself and my grades. I wanted to come to class prepared. I wanted to be better. And to be honest with you, that was one of the biggest egos, or should I say egocentric things that I had to go through, because I had to be honest with myself and admit that this was my choice. I could be better if I wanted to. As much as I wanted to sit and blame my life and my past and things like that, nah, I had to be better. So, I say to you out there, you can choose to be better in every way. Know that it's never going to be a day you wake up and you're perfectly who you want to be. But the beautiful part is you have a long life and you can strive towards that every day. Believe me, I just turned 38, and after reflecting on my past year, I look at many things I can improve by myself. Now, mind you, I feel great about me because of the things I've accomplished, the man I'm becoming and who I've become over the years and the efforts I put out into the world. But that all came through pain and learning that I could be better, learning that I could do better. Even shooting this video for you guys, sitting out here in the wilderness, just enjoying my time. This, being in a state to be peaceful and enjoy this, took hard work, dedication, and it was a big change for me, especially being in the city for so long. But I woke up and I chose to be different. I'm not saying I'm special, but I believe that each one of us has the opportunity to get up and to make a choice to be different. We don't have to follow the ways of every person around us. You don't have to abide by the culture in which you grew up in. You don't even have to align with the things that your family's taught you. You can change it. Anything and everything you want to do, you can change. It doesn't matter. If you wanted to leave your home today and move someplace else, you could. It doesn't matter the price. It doesn't matter how much it costs. The minute you get up and make a choice, I'm going to do something, your brain will find a way to get you there. It's a beautiful thing about how we think. Our mind puts the pieces together to find the solution. You just have to ask yourself, what are you focusing on? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for coming back to the Stay Loud channel. We got a lot in store for you guys for the upcoming season. We're going to try some new formats. We're going to go back to some old ones. We're going to have some new guests, and we're going to have some returning because I believe stories don't end. So let's catch up with people in progress. So before you get your day started, or if you listen to this at the end, whatever part you're doing, remember that everything you do is a choice. And ask yourself, are those choices taking you to where you want to be? Because being better doesn't mean you're bad. It just means you got some work to do. And don't we all? I know I do. So as always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's nothing but love. Peace.